90 Reasons, 90 Days. Reason number 11. Obama cares about women's health and proves it. This is written by Tao Nguyen. She's a songwriter and musician and frontwoman of Tao with the Get Down, Stay Down. She very much hopes we won't go backwards. You and me too. Last October, I went to the gynecologist for my annual exam. I brought my insurance card to prove I had some, and against my better judgment, I harbored an optimism that after the copay, they would ask nothing more of me. This was misguided on my part because as long as I've had my own health insurance, I've always had to pay far more than the copay. I have what they call catastrophic health insurance. What they tell me is in case of dire, limb-losing, head-bashing, totally unplanned for bodily harm, I can go to the hospital, and in addition, I can visit a cast of providers once or twice a year on their terms. Their terms being we will decide on a case-by-case basis, the basis of which we are not telling. Every time I go for a routine checkup of any part of myself, I receive a bill for $200 and a printout telling my insurance refuses to cover it. Then I mutter dryly, catastrophic health insurance. So after this gyno exam in October, they of course sent me a bill for the entirety of the exam. I again join the inauspicious, heretofore truly American ranks of those who fall and flail at the whim of insurance companies. I've been fortunate enough to have had resources to cover all my health insurance, would not, albeit ferociously, grudgingly, and not until they sent multiple collection notices. I know for that many, these additional costs equal no exams, no follow-ups, no screenings, no real health care in a nation that has the means and moral duty to provide for its people. In March 2010, Barack Obama signed into law the Affordable Health Care Act. Last June, Supreme Court upheld that decision. Mitt Romney has declared that if elected, he will repeal the law because his politics neither prioritize nor support the health and welfare of the common. The Obama administration's Affordable Health Care Act allows access to care for millions of Americans who would otherwise be forced to forego medical attention and upkeep because their financial straits do not allow for such luxuries. Under this law, those with pre-existing conditions can get coverage, young adults can stay on their parents' plans longer, older Americans with Medicare can better afford their prescriptions, and millions of women like myself will gain free access to imperative services and treatment. Friends, can you fathom annual screenings and exams and access to birth control and STI education and domestic counseling or violence counseling, among other benefits? Rightly provided free of charge for women with existing health plans? Groundbreaking in a nation so fraught with territorial battles for control over women's bodies and health, at the same time so clearly overdue that the fact that it is groundbreaking is an alarm. More alarming still is we stand to lose all the coverage that has been gained if we do not re-elect President Barack Obama. I don't just mean medical coverage, I mean the sense of security and knowing that our president cares so much about us than the man who would like to take his job. I'm voting for Barack Obama in November because I want one who had the humanity and vision to respect to help provide health care for his country in a way that no president has before. Please join me for our sake. Reason number 12.